So Campbell's has responded, and I'm not quite sure that I appreciate their tone. Let's get into it and y'all let me know. So this will round out me talking about Campbell's, the Campbell Soup Company. I've already made my decision based on the audio that's floating around. If you haven't heard the audio, let me find it and insert it right here.
We have that's for poor people. Who buys our I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's unhealthy. Now that I know what the in it, I can eat bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
Campbell's.
Good.
This morning, Campbell's Soup is denying claims about its products, allegedly made by an executive in a recorded conversation. The person in the recording is also heard belittling Campbell's customers during an expletive-filled rant.
We have that's for poor people. Who buys our I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's unhealthy. Now that I know what the in it, I can eat bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
The recording is allegedly from a conversation that's now part of a lawsuit filed by Robert Garza, a cybersecurity analyst for Campbell's, who claims he was fired after reporting the alleged remarks, which he says also included racist comments about company employees. Garza claims Campbell executive Martin Bally made those comments after the two met to discuss Garza's salary. In a statement, Garza's attorney saying, "This situation has been very hard on Robert. He thought Campbell's would be thankful that he reported Martin's behavior, but instead, he was abruptly fired." Campbell's responding, saying, "If the comments were in fact made, they are unacceptable. They do not reflect our values and the culture of our company." And going on to say, "The comments heard on the recording about our food are not only inaccurate, they are patently absurd."
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's soup.
Campbell saying, "The chicken meat used in our soups comes from long-trusted, USDA-approved U.S. suppliers and meets our high-quality standards." And the company noting, Bally worked in IT and had nothing to do with food production. Bally is on leave, pending a company investigation. In the meantime, the Attorney General in Florida, a state that bans lab-grown meat, says his office is now investigating Campbell's products. We reached out to Martin Bally, but did not hear back. Campbell says it has not been able to verify the recording.
So Campbell's is in the hot seat, and that is why, because of that audio, right? Not only is the VP letting us know that some of the ingredients in their soups are bioengineered, which is not good for our bodies. Not only is he letting us know that, but he's also letting us know that he's a classist, he's elitist, right? I mean, when you're a VP of a company, you can imagine he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And yeah, based on that audio, I can easily draw the conclusion that he looks down upon and mocks poor people. So yeah, I'm done with Campbell's. I can make my own soups. As a matter of fact, the soup that I purchased the most from Campbell's was like cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, cream of celery, because we use that in all of our other recipes, right? In all of our cooking that we've got going on, right? So we have cans of that stuff on our shelves. Well, the other day, I played a video for you from Lavinia. She was showing people how to make their cream of mushroom, their cream of chicken, their cream of celery, cream of broccoli, whatever, right? She provided you with a recipe for the base. And then you just, if it's chicken, you add chicken, and instead of using milk and water, you would use chicken broth. If it's cream of broccoli, instead of using water, you would use milk and cheese. You know, you just interchange it, but the base of the recipe stays the same. Well, I was scrolling over on my TikTok account, and I came across this sister that was sharing a different version of the cream of recipe, and this version is a dry version, and the dry version will last longer. So check this out. And so now we don't even need to purchase Campbell's cream of mushroom, cream of celery, cream of chicken, or cream of whatever. we can make it ourselves. I like the dry version better. So yeah, eventually I'm going to get the ingredients and make my version of the cream of the dry version.
Cream of anything powder. Instead of having to buy from a mushroom, broccoli, they'll cover all of that. It's gonna make a whole lot. Dry milk. Half a cup of this. 1.5 cups of cornstarch. 1 tablespoon of parsley. A tablespoon of minced onion. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of Italian. Teaspoon of thyme. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And that is it. So we're gonna shake it up. So it looks like. Okay. And there she goes. When you're ready to use it, 1/3 of a cup. Put it in your pot with water. A few minutes, let it thicken up, and then you could use it in your recipe. Cup is equal to about 2 cans of cream of anything that you buy.
Here's the list of ingredients, so take your screenshot now. And if you're looking for like different flavors or you want to jazz it up a little bit, she gives you different ideas and options. So go ahead and take a screenshot of that because, yeah, fuck Campbell's. But with that said, I'm down here in the kitchen checking on my greens. For those of you that celebrate, happy Thanksgiving. For those of you who don't, hey y'all, what's up? And I'm preheating my oven because I am cooking. I'm going to cook a turkey breast, so I'm getting ready to stick that in the oven. As I'm sitting down here waiting for it to preheat, I'm scrolling. And Campbell's has come out with a statement in regards to all of the backlash that they are receiving because of what their vice president had to say. And this I got from over there in those dirty, nasty, funky Twitter streets. Campbell's tweeted, "The statements in the recording do not represent Campbell's views, and the person who made them is no longer with the company. We understand you have questions. Learn more here." And they give a link, right? But the post that they add to this tweet, it says, "We're proud of the food we make and the high quality ingredients we use. Our soups are made with 100% real antibiotic-free chicken from the U.S. We're thankful for the millions of people who buy and enjoy our food. For more than 150 years, we've made food that we serve at our own tables and will continue to do so." Sorry, I had to adjust the picture because, yeah, there was something in front of it I couldn't see. So for more than 150 years, we've made food that we serve at our own tables and will continue to do so for everyone who invites us into their homes. We use quality ingredients and real chicken always. Well, Campbell's, yeah, according to the VP says this is a lie. The VP says y'all are using 3D printed chicken. So who are we to believe? The VP who was speaking not knowing that he was being recorded? And typically when you got some slick shit to say and you don't know that you're being recorded, that slick shit is typically true, right? With you, it's only when you know people are watching that you tell those people, yeah, we use quality ingredients and real chicken. So are we supposed to believe you or the VP? And when the labels on your soup can say that some of the ingredients in this can are bioengineered, who are we supposed to believe? Now, I ain't feeling the VP because he's clearly a classist, elitist piece of shit. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with the VP. But wait, there's more. I clicked that link in that post and it took me over to Campbell's where they had a more in-depth statement. So let's read that, shall we? So Campbell's wants to provide you all with some facts about their chicken. We're proud of the food we make and the high quality ingredients we use. Campbell's soups are made with real chicken, period. Baby, I don't know about y'all, but that period made me feel a certain kind of way, because it ain't period. It ain't period, Campbell's. Yeah, it ain't period. Your VP is saying something totally different. The statement goes on to give us some key insights. So bullet point 1, the chicken meat used in Campbell's soups comes from long trusted USDA approved US suppliers and meets our high quality standards. Bitch, I don't know about you, but I don't too much trust the USDA standards, because a lot of the food that we eat over here is banned in other countries. So yeah, the FDA, the USDA, yeah, I don't know if I 100% trust them either. Bullet point number 2, Campbell's does not use 3D printed chicken, lab grown chicken, or any form of artificial or bioengineered meat in our soups. Let's be clear on what that second bullet point says. No bioengineered meat. Now, they aren't disputing that the other ingredients used in their soups, those could be bioengineered. Hence why on the label it says bioengineered ingredients. They are just stating that the chicken isn't bioengineered or 3D printed. The next section, sourcing high quality chicken. The chicken meat used in Campbell's soups comes from long trusted USDA approved US suppliers and meets our high quality standards. All of Campbell's soups are made with no antibiotics ever chicken meat, meaning we don't allow antibiotics to be used by our chicken suppliers. And then it provides a link with a statement from their chicken supplier. I don't give a shit, because the chicken supplier is going to say whatever Campbell's wants them to say if they want to continue to supply chicken or whatever it is to Campbell's. And then the statement ends with their bottom line. Our soup contains real chicken meat from real farms made with real care, just like it always has. For more than 150 years, Campbell's has earned its place in kitchens across America by making food people love and by acting with character, integrity, and transparency in everything we do. We don't take that responsibility lightly. We make food that we're proud to serve at our own tables. Bullshit. The VP said he don't eat that shit. And if the VP boldly stated that he don't eat that shit, then I'm not eating that shit either. Yeah, and a whole bunch of people that tune in to my content across all social media, yeah, they ain't eating that shit either. Just a reminder, y'all, a lot of these corporations, they will look down upon poor people and the middle class, talk shit about poor people in the middle class, and just think that poor people and the middle class are going to take whatever shit they put out there, while they go and lobby Congress to keep the middle class at a certain level financially and the poor at a certain level financially. And they get together behind closed doors to mock us. That's some bullshit. Yeah, people were eating and surviving before Campbell's became a multi-billion-dollar company. It's time we get back to that.